Okay. Well, this is John. Can you pronounce your last name?
Curran.
Spell it, please.
Curran.
First name?
John, John.
Thanks. All right. Okay, first, what is a millage tax?
Millage tax is a type of property tax that is levied on property owners that allows them, the county in this case, to levy a tax proportional to the value of their property. So, say a tax is 0.33 mils. That's the 0.33 is the amount they would pay per $1,000 of value. So, like a $100,000 house with a 0.33 mil would pay, I think it's $16 and change per year. To the county. So, what it boils down to is it's a type of property tax that has to be voted on by a ballot referendum of the voters. It's not something that the elected officials can just implement. It has to be put to a vote. It's used for funding school projects, transit millages, building new government facilities, and in this case the request is for a millage to support the continuation of the local housing assistance fund.
So a continuation, what was proposed first?
Well, the story goes in 2007, the local housing assistance fund was formed, and it was funded in a sort of temporary way to get the program started. It was a pilot program, basically. And the city of Kalamazoo kicked in $250,000. The city of Portage kicked in another $250,000. The county of Kalamazoo kicked in $500,000, and then the federal government gave another $1 million, which amounted to, for the last 4 years, $500,000 a year. That's what the program has been funded. It's been able to help hundreds of homeless families and help people keep their homes.
Right.
So
it's kind of sort of like foreclosures, or
some vouchers go towards foreclosure. I will say, I think I have some breakdown of the numbers of where it went. Rental subsidy vouchers was $425,000 of yearly funding. There were 117 vouchers issued, 35 to families with children. $80,000 with the homelessness prevention, which is preventing foreclosures elements of it. Then they used some of the rest of the funds to buy housing in which to place people.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's how the program started back in 2007. But the pilot program is only funded with those $2 million. So at $500,000 a year, it ran out, and that really wasn't enough to serve the need that there was in Kalamazoo County,
right.
even with that funding.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of great agencies doing work to address housing in Kalamazoo County, whether it's HRI, Housing Resources Inc., or the United Way, or you name it. There's a number of great organizations, but the Local Housing Assistance Fund was the one that really served people in that most needy category between 0 and 30% of AMI, which is area median income, like the median income for the county.
Yeah.
People below 30% of that amount.
What do you get? Eligible for assistance?
Yeah, and that's who this program primarily served, whereas other programs existed to serve other niche demographics. So, but to truly serve the need that was there in that demographic, they need more resources. And David Anderson, the chair of the Public Housing Commission that administers this fund, bluntly stated that to the county commission last month. They said, what do we need to, what they want was, they wanted us to say we're going to cure homelessness. We're not going to, this program is never going to end homelessness.
Yeah.
But we can do a lot better than we're doing. And so the county commissioner said, what do we have to do to cure homelessness? And Dave said, well, we need more resources.
Yeah.
Which is what this millage is. I'm not gonna mislead you. It's an increase over the amount of funding the Local Housing Assistance Fund has had for the last 4 years. If the 0.33 mil that has been requested were to be implemented, that would mean $2.7 million in funding per year, which would allow expanded services as well as actually hiring staff to do what is now being done on a volunteer basis. Basically, the people that are taking care of this program haven't been getting paid for the last 4 years. So it does, part of that $2.7 million goes to administrative costs, hiring staff, hiring caseworkers to work with people who are in housing. Paying caseworkers. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And not a lot either. The county commissioners were upset that I think they make the average caseworker makes somewhere between $10 and $12 an hour,
Mhm.
which I think is
Yeah, about how much I make.
about how much we
If
make.
not more,
That's
or
twice as
less,
nice.
yeah.
So, so there's been some argument back and forth about the administrative costs entailed in that 2.7 million. But a good portion of that is also going to go to expanding services, purchasing housing. I take that back. I shouldn't say purchasing. I don't know if that's. Let's pull up the budget and see if they did put housing purchasing blocking
Oh,
here.
you're good.
Let's see. Okay, so you can see here the proposed under 2.7 million. The proposed budget includes about 1.5 million for vouchers and subsidies for housing, directly going to fund people's housing. Leveraging buying housing, $400,000. Administrative costs, staff, and like office and supplies and stuff. For a staff of, I think they proposed 5 people, $351,000. That's not a lot of money
Yeah.
to run an office of 5 people. That's
No.
shoestring budget. And then other, I don't know what the hell other means, but they've got 54,000 in there for wiggle room, I guess. So there is a plan in place that's been submitted with a pretty reasonable budget, I feel. But I think I've gone way off track from where your question originally was.
Well,